The Oxford professor and author of the Narnia series, C.S. Lewis, was an atheist so much of his life before his mind and heart were captured by Christ. Among his many books is his autobiography, to which he gave the title Surprised by Joy. Lewis, like all of us, had hoped to find joy. But what he was surprised by was that joy doesn't exist on its own. It's the result of something else. You don't get joy by seeking it. C.S. Lewis was surprised by joy when he found Christ. In the Gospel of John, we get to overhear Jesus talking to his friends about all kinds of things. And in chapter 15, verse 11, Jesus is sharing about the purpose behind many of his teachings. And he says, "These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full." I bet if I asked you today whether or not you are full of joy, you might need to think twice before answering it. Not every day is full of joy for any one of us. There are struggles and hard work that have to be put in, disappointments and things that may get us down, that cause us to question whether our lives can ever be full of joy. But Jesus wasn't talking about the amount of joy that we experience in our lives on a given day. He was talking about the character of that joy, a joy that he can bring to life. Being Christian doesn't mean that our lives will be filled with joy, but that the joy we know will be full and true and complete. It's the difference between swallowing a tablespoon of sugar or enjoying a bowl of fresh fruit or strawberries topped off with a scoop of ice cream. Sure, either one will deliver sugar into your bloodstream, but one will taste a whole lot better. Full of joy versus a joy that's full is like, well, the difference between getting from point A to B by trudging down a steep, icy, snowy hill trying to stay on your feet, or getting there with a group of friends packed on the back of a toboggan. Either way, you arrive at the bottom of the hill, but one way is far more fun. The joy that Jesus Christ provides when we put our trust in him is like that toboggan ride. It's like that bowl of fruit and strawberries and ice cream. It's an adventure, as well as a great taste of life that sets it apart from all others because Jesus is the joy giver. You don't get joy by looking for it. You get it, to borrow C.S. Lewis's words, as a surprise along with everything else that Jesus brings you. Not having the advantage of those first disciples who were able to see and talk with Jesus whenever and wherever they wanted to, all is not lost for us. Listen to how 1 Peter, verse 8 in chapter 1 describes our situation. It says, "Though you have not seen him, you love him. And even though you do not see him now, you believe in him and are filled with an inexpressible and glorious joy. For you're receiving the end result of your faith, the salvation of your souls." We can be encouraged by the witness of those who have walked this road ahead of us, that we ought not to be surprised by pain, but to experience the surprise of joy, a surprise that Jesus, that child in Bethlehem born centuries ago, still brings to us and to our world. Psalm 30, verse 5 assures us that weeping may last through the night, but joy comes in the morning. May Jesus light your way through the darkness of this Advent season. We enjoy having your company. If there's something that you want us to pray about for you, just let us know. I'm Craig Rumble. Thanks for being together with Markham Baptist Church.